It's literally gone to crud.
I'll check on mine.
No, you don't need to. I can do it all here. There's no hurry. Just go nice and slow because we have a problem, I think. Oh, no, we're live. 11 seconds of me in a panic. So we hit the live button twice. Good day and welcome. Hello. I think we are live. Michelle, you can just check and see if...
I can see we are.
Oh, yeah. I've got it over there. So hello. What a few days we've had. Crazy. Tsunamis and heat waves and sleeping in the back of a tiny car.
It's been fun.
It's been great fun. It's been good fun. So we'll just wait for a few people. Michelle's just made a beautiful drip coffee, Japanese drip coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells good. It's a bit late for coffee,
It
Michelle,
is,
but
right.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
So let's see if anyone comes in.
To you.
Hello.
Look like we'd fallen out.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find us on my phone, so it'd be easier for me to look at comments.
Okay.
Let's
So,
is anybody there?
I might do much the same and just
start the live stream with us looking at our phones. There we go. I found it. That's a start.
Beautiful. Well, let's wait for someone to come in. But I don't know what time of day it is, but at least now if I move that way, okay, that brings me a little more central.
Okay, that's cool.
So what a few days.
We're chilling now.
Chilling, relaxed. It's been good. It's been very interesting, and we're editing like crazy to get some videos up. Just put the one up yesterday, and we've got some more really great content. I hope it's great content anyway.
We like it.
But I'm not sure how this live stream's going because I had a mare of a time. Is there some people in? Say hello if you're in. Just give me a heads up just to say the thing is actually live. Even if you're a lone lurker. Because we had the usual YouTube, I think I won't sit on there, Michelle, because it feels like...
I'm sitting here, I'm as tall as you.
So you should watch on your laptop, don't you get better comments? And you're also not just looking down.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Never normally do a phone, you're just going to be sat looking down. Hello, John.
Hello, John. Sound and vision, very good. Well,
thank you. So we can start the live stream. Right, live stream starts now. So we've had a
hello, Chris.
Hello, Chris.
Can't stop today. We'll watch back. That's cool.
Okay, Chris. What a few days we've had. A few days. It's almost been a week, hasn't it?
It has.
Sleeping in the back of a car, chasing tsunamis.
Yeah. Tsunamis chasing us.
We've
avoiding the heat.
Avoiding the hottest. It has been the hottest. Just our luck, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been the hottest summer recorded in Japan since records began in the 1800s.
They had their hottest day ever.
No, the hottest summer.
I know, but that was particularly.
And also the hottest day as well. Yeah. And all the Japanese are melting. Everyone's going out buying all the fans. And what are we doing? We're sleeping in the back of a car. Madness. But then we do enjoy madness. And we've had some great food. I mean, we've been cooking a lot in the car.
Yes.
Or just outside the car. We've got a little stove. I'll show you that later on, actually, because it's like a super thin. If you're interested, would like to see the gas stove. I mean, you've all seen gas stoves before, but this one's particularly nice, and it's got some little features I've never seen in the West. What else have we discovered, Michelle? We've got our little saucepans.
Yes.
We're making lots and lots of coffees in the out in the wilderness.
Yeah, coffee's been good, isn't it?
Coffee's been great.
Yeah.
I went to the supermarket yesterday and I bought some milk. And I believe, and I did a sort of Google Translate, I've just had this open, it's virtually full, but it's raw milk. And it's only about $2 Australian, so about $1, what is that, about $1.30 for a litre of local. So it's all from the local supplied raw milk.
That's good value, isn't it?
It is good value.
So John wants to know, was it easy to rent the car? Any problems with driving license or insurance?
It was easy enough, John. You know, when you're giving your life savings. No, it was fairly simple, actually, almost too simple. More simple than most other countries. Very little documentation, very
you
little.
need international driving permit.
You do need an international driver's permit. You can't drive in Japan without one, but I have that.
Yeah.
Insurance, you need to have insurance. You can just take their insurance, but it's good to have some sort of security insurance. So it gets quite expensive. We've taken the car for 60 days, so 2 months, starting about. So we had it for a few days before we set off. So we're about 10 days into the journey now. So we've got about 5 weeks, say just under 5 weeks left.
See how far we can get.
And we're really hoping to tour. My wish would be to do the whole of the island of Japan. Whether that's doable, whether that'll just cost a fortune in fuel, I'm not sure. I always remember many years ago, my father saying to me when I did a big tour, he said, "You'll be surprised how much the fuel costs," and I really was. You know, it can be as expensive as hotels. So
you think, oh, it's good. You know, you're on the road; it's going to be easier and cheaper than sort of getting public transport or trying to get trains and things. But the fuel adds up, doesn't it?
The fuel adds up because you're driving a lot of kilometers. Although we're able to stop, we're not doing massive journeys, and we're always stopping to explore things. We went to a fountain. A fountain.
I'm thinking fountain. Waterfall.
Beautiful. The highest waterfall in Japan, and we slept just there. Just been editing the video a couple of days ago. It was beautiful. A little hot. Was it hot that night? We've done some adaptations. We're turning our little car into sort of like a camping car, like a Japanese style camping car. And I really wanted to rent a Japanese camping car, but I went to see one, and it was like about maybe about $7,000 or $8,000 for renting a little camping car. And when I was looking at it, I thought, well, it's just a car with basically a mattress in the back, because they're designed in such a way, these little cars, they're pretty flat at the back, and they've got lots of headroom. So I thought, well, I can get a better deal on just a standard brand new car, and then we can adapt it without doing any sort of major changes to the car, of course, to be our own sort of little camping car. And it's working well, apart from the heat.
I'm just trying to think. It wasn't as hot up at the waterfall.
No, it was cooler,
but it was still hot because we were still getting things sorted, weren't we?
First night we stopped, we had the air conditioning running all night. It was just boiling. It never went. I don't think it went much below 40. I think maybe 38 in the middle of the night, and that was pretty horrendous.
Yes.
And I just couldn't sleep. So I kept running the engine, eventually ran it almost the whole night, half a tank of fuel later, and air conditioned, and we slept.
Yeah.
The next night, you'll see the video that's coming up. The next video. I hope you enjoy the series. Please give me some feedback on it. We're trying to share with you our experience. Now, it isn't Tokyo and Shibuya crossing, or whatever they call that crossing, and it isn't Kyoto and Osaka and places like this. We are going to smaller towns out of the way. We went to a wonderful fish market the morning before last, and that's all we're filming it. And I think you're going to see Japan for how it is. Forgive the heat; it's not normally this hot. So, and we are hoping over the 2 months that we travel, that the weather might cool, although they say they're going into the hottest weather. So we'll deal with it. We've adapted the car so that it's got some fly nets, because the second night we opened the doors and got a room full of mosquitoes. It was so strange. We set off oblivious to what was going on in our little journey. We'd worked the map out to go all along the east coast of Japan, and halfway down we're getting all these messages and these warnings flipping up that there's a tsunami. So that video has just gone up yesterday. Please go back and watch that video if you haven't seen it. It'll help the algorithm for us if you can watch it.
Give it a thumbs up.
Give us
a little comment.
Give a comment.
That helps.
I want to try and get the Japan series rolling a little bit. So please share it with friends, family, comment, thumbs up for this series. Let's try and see if we can get some views out of this, because I think, you know, I don't expect to recoup the cost of the journey, but it would be nice if we make at least sort of $5 or $6 out of the videos.
I mean, we're enjoying it, but it'd be nice to share it with just a few
it's
people.
more to do with that. It's more to do with getting the viewers that we've had in the past to come and watch it. So,
John wants to know, was it easy to get used to the Japanese road signs?
Very easy. I find, they're very similar. I mean, I've driven all over the world, John, so they don't really, there's nothing that complicated. Obviously the written towns and things, impossible for me to really understand.
But there is quite a fair amount of English underneath the
but your normal sort of, you know, triangular stop signs.
The only thing I would say, the only thing we've looked up was we didn't know what the solid orange line meant. That's the only bit we've actually looked up to find out what that was meant. That's a no.
They paint their roads, don't they, Michelle? If you want to see if there's ever a paint shortage in the world, it's all been used on Japanese roads. They never put chevrons, they put like chevrons and arrows and trees.
And it's usually on the tiniest of roads.
There's about 30% tarmac viewing,
and it's
particularly on bends.
Yes.
So that's the only thing, is that you do wonder, but they really do work well because the roads are quite narrow, because almost everybody drives these little K cars, almost everybody, but there are more and more of these big vehicles. But you've got to wonder somehow if you have a big vehicle, I think it's going to be a pain in the backside to drive in Japan, because there are so many places, supermarkets, businesses, where you just can't park because the parking spaces are so small, and the roads also are quite narrow. So I think they're painted, particularly around bends, so that you stay in your line.
Yes.
Because if you cross over a little bit, and it does kind of work, it's like a Scare Electrics track. That's how I would explain, like sort of like Scare Electrics.
But the road signs have been fine.
Road signs are fine. I mean, you know, no entry signs are much the same. Stop signs, four-way stops, they're all very, for me, I find them quite intuitive, self-intuitive.
Generic, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sort of generic. So good questions here, John. Another one from you. It says, can you park anywhere for the night or only in designated RV car parks? Parks, etc.
If you're in the city, there's nowhere to park. I mean, when we picked the car up in Osaka, you had to pay to park anywhere, even if you just wanted to stop for 30 seconds to get a pint of milk. Everywhere was paid parking. So
and that was the first thing we had to really find, because we needed to park it overnight, because we were staying in a hotel with no parking. So.
And many hotels have no parking. Very many hotels
in the cities. No.
So but you can park. They're pretty tolerant of. There are these places as you drive along called Michi no Eki. Michi no Eki are like a sort of roadside service station, and there are lots of them, and they're great. The facilities, I mean, one of the reasons camping cars are so small in Japan is they rarely you'll find a camping car with a toilet or a shower.
Yeah, no bathrooms in them camping cars.
And they don't seem to mind, it really was a bit off-putting initially. You're thinking, you know, you need a bathroom, right? But the bathrooms at the Michi no Ekis, and pretty much at every service stop or even a convenience store, supermarkets, they are spotlessly clean. They're like, even when you walk into them, they're like your own hotel toilet. They're spotlessly clean. They've got the Japanese style toilets in a lot of them, with the sort of like the bidet and the heated seats, and they play music when you sit on them.
Hello, Jan. Just want to say hello. It's 4 a.m. Get back to sleep.
Good morning, Jan. No, you stay up. You stay up, Jan. You watch this, and you watch it twice, and
then you can go to sleep.
You go to sleep. So no, it's a different world in that respect. You can actually tour around Japan, and even if you need the bathrooms regularly, you're going to get. You seem crooked, are you?
Am I crooked?
In the picture, you look like you're sat slightly sideways.
Still sat sideways. My stripe's not going
Your
right.
Stripes are crooked. Michelle got a new T-shirt. We're trying to get some. I've got to get new shirt.
Yeah.
I'm tired, sick and tired of my pink and yellow shirt.
I put the pictures up on Instagram, and he's always in the yellow shirt. He doesn't wear it all the time, but he's always in the yellow shirt.
It's the only shirt I've got that buttons up, and we travel really light, so we only have. I have 2 t-shirts and 1 button-up shirt, and that's it.
That's it.
And I always wear these very distinct colour shirts, so they, it's like if I just wore a white or black shirt, people would just think I got dozens of shirts.
Yes, because we're the distinctive ones. John said it's 9 a.m. here near Norwich in England. Oh,
Good morning. Good morning. So,
so yes, you can park.
You can park in the country, most places. Now, did you work out where we are?
We got free parking here.
Free parking. So I said in the I think in the video title, you'll never guess where we are, but you probably can. So we've had a pretty hard few nights. We've had we've very limited sleep. Each day's getting slightly better. We're getting extra little bits, extra padding, extra,
We've got a little fan now.
Little fan that sort of moves some air around. But it's really
No, we're not in Kansas anymore.
No, we're not in Kansas. Yeah. And last night was just like we're in a bed, and look, have a look, just up above here. Look at the ceiling.
Up and over.
That might give you a clue.
Any clues?
Any clue?
Beautiful.
Look at that.
Hello, Candice. It says hi. 6 p.m. in Australia.
6 p.m. G'day, Candice.
And John says, most world travel vloggers I watch use trains or buses, so it's a nice change to see you using a car.
Yeah.
Well, we thought we'd do it a bit different. We didn't want to do all the touristic places, and we did consider the trains, didn't we?
We were going to do trains and buses and the usual thing. But we've found in the past that we just can't get to places, You want to just go and see a little place and you can't get there. So we thought, well, we've gone. It probably would have been cheaper to just get the car itself. To give you an idea, John, it's close to, in Australian dollars, it's close to, I think, 2,000, nearly $3,000 for the car.
60 days.
So relatively inexpensive, but when you think about it, it's a big investment. And
and if you go on the trains, I was just going to say, you've got to get on a train at a point and get off at a point, and then when you get to the point, then how do you get to your next destination? And Japan is not like Southeast Asia where you just get a grab.
No, there's no a taxi costs you sort of $70 just to go from the station to your hotel, and we really wanted to see parts of Japan. When we were in Fukuoka, we really loved Fukuoka. I thought it was one of my favorite cities, but there were loads of little places around Fukuoka we never got to see because the public transport didn't go there, or it was just a little bit tricky to get to. So the car is going to make a massive difference to what you'll be able to see and what we'll be able to see.
And we like to see rural places, don't we?
Yeah.
It's nice to see a big city, but once you've seen one big city in a country, they tend to be a little bit same anywhere you go, don't they? Sort of all the big cities in Australia are the same.
Yeah.
And we just like discovering quirky little places.
And we are discovering more interesting places, and I want to see the parts of Japan that no tourist sees. I want to see what it's like to live in Japan, where I know a lot of people live in cities, but even when you're in the city, you tend to stay in the people always go to the center, and you're going to see all the food streets and all the same old stuff.
And we went for a walk last night, and the lady was walking, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And she was asking us in Japanese, because we understood her. Are you living here? And I think she thought we were new neighbours, but no, we said we were just touring.
Look this way.
Yes.
Not this way.
Okay.
It's hard. Michelle's not done a lot of videoing.
I'm talking to you, but
I know, but I'm there, and I'm talking to you as well.
Okay. Right,
but if we just sit going like this, that is going to make really dull, non-engaging video.
Then. I'll try and remember.
Sorry.
Anyway, you were saying where we were. You showed the ceiling.
So when we stopped in Osaka, we
tell you.
I am going to tell them. There's a story.
Okay.
When we stopped in Osaka, we got a normal sort of Japanese hotel. It was about, I don't know, I'd call it $150 a night, and it's the size of a shoebox. And I said to Michelle, we need to get in a Love Hotel, you know, not because we're feeling amorous at all, but because the space.
Yeah.
So this is a Love Hotel. The staff here are lovely.
Amazing.
The room is lovely. The parking is free and lovely. The air conditioning, giant bath. I'm not going to show you around because I'm going to make a video before we leave. I'm going to go around and video the whole place to show you what it's like. And I'll make a little episode, you know, about why we choose the Love Hotels. The prices are much more reasonable. The sizes look at this sofa. I mean, we could get another 6 people on the sofa. It's a long
have a party
sofa. You could have a party, and not one of those sort of parties there, Michelle. No. So yeah, we're in a Love Hotel, which we were sort of hesitant to book because you never know what you're going to turn up to. And yet we're never disappointed when we come to these places. They're so clean. They're so well appointed. They're clearly, when you arrive outside, they're gaudy and they've got 2 hours, 3 hours. How long do you want to stay for? But you can actually book them online on Agoda and Booking and Trip.com. You can book these places as a regular hotel. So hit the heart button. Give me some hearts.
Give me some
for
hearts.
The Love Hotel.
Because we book it with the normal hotel booking platforms, you do then have to sort of try and find somebody to let you in, don't you?
Yeah, because ordinarily you sort of flash your card, and locals have an app called couples.com. I think it's called Couples, and they can do it all on their phone. Actually, they don't do it on their phones. These people don't have phones. They got like a card.
Yeah.
And they can come
it's a
in.
membership, isn't
it's a membership card, and they come in for their 2 or 3 hours or however long they come in for. And of course, it's always a little bit funny because, you know, there's a little refrigerator over there with some strange. It's a
vending machine.
There's a weird chair over there. That's no massage chair. I was a bit disappointed. Normally, there's a nice, you can sit and have a really good massage.
But not in this one.
In the room, but loads of nice silk flowers, super clean. The towels are really, you know, this is just one of the little hand towel, but they're, you know, really good quality towels, super clean, plenty of towels. Just a little glance. Look at this place. Got a little kitchen area over there, our own little entrance. It's as big as an apartment. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Yeah. So super happy with that. Now, I did say I got this milk, and it's I haven't tasted it. I've got it in my coffee, but this is
the 3.6 on it. Did you know what?
I don't know. Can anyone scan and see what 3.6 is? It says raw milk.
Okay.
And there were quite a few different raw milks, so maybe it's common here in Japan. So
it's a good price.
Very good.
Yeah.
I think it was about $2 Australian, so about $1.50.
Cheaper than Australia. So
oh, that's nice.
Is it good? Can I have a?
Yeah, that's just like creamy, rich, full milk. Oh, that's good. Proper milk.
Oh, very nice. Yes. Oh, yes. That's got that real milk taste from when I was a child.
It is like we used to get in France from the local dairy.
Jan A says looks and sounds nice. So
it's really creamy.
It's good.
Yeah.
John says one vlogger I watch has been using the wonderful trains in China. They are wonderful trains. We can vouch for that. But he and his mother have an enormous amount of luggage, and that's made things very difficult.
Yeah,
got to travel light.
You have to travel light, particularly. Ben was commenting about, you know, my comment about traveling light, and the problem is if you travel heavy, particularly in China and here in Japan, you get on with those bags. There's nowhere for them.
No.
There's nowhere to put the bags, so you end up.
Clogging.
You know, you might, because a lot of the flights into Southeast Asia as well are. You'll get 2 big bags.
2 23
So people are often come with these huge old style bags. Then you get onto the train, there's no space for them.
No.
So if I can imagine. Yeah.
So Afik says it just says 3.6 milk.
3.6 milk.
I think that's fat now. It's
fat, maybe the fat content. Maybe about full cream milk's about 4%. I think 4% buttercream. So maybe it's the percentage.
So Tracy Barrow says, "Hi Steve and Michelle."
Hi Tracy.
I would love to go to Japan. Are you going back to South Korea? Enjoy your stay in Japan.
I would like to, Tracy. Yeah, maybe after Japan. We got 60 days and plus some. Now I don't know if this is everything's got really damp.
It's been in the fridge and then he's got it out.
I just got it out of the fridge and it's very humid in Japan. So while I was there, Michelle, at the supermarket, I got strawberry milk.
Strawberry Olay.
Strawberry milk, and this was only about this is strawberry Olay, again, fresh milk.
A litre.
This was only about $1.50, so about $1 US.
It's cheaper than a Coke, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was. I can't remember the price, but it was
and
cool. Do you want to try some of that?
I'll try some of that. I've got something to put it in.
No, we'll just put it in the same glass. Oh, you want it in?
No. I'm happy with it in that glass because I'm still drinking my coffee. Mix it with my coffee.
I know. I'm excited to try it because I bought it. Oh, that smells like
Is that good?
Nestle. You know the one?
Oh, Nesquik.
Nesquik. Oh, it's all icy.
Oh, good. I like it cold.
No, I mean it's full of ice.
That reminded me when I was a child, I used to get milk at school and it froze. You used to get free milk, and then they used to bring it out inside from the winter and it's frozen. And
the little birds used to peck the
silver stuff.
That makes us sound really old, Michelle. You know we're only in our 20s.
23. Oh yes, that is like Nesquik.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let me try. Is that also? I don't know if that's also raw milk. I don't think so. No, because it's processed. Oh, sweet.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, that is just Nesquik. Nesquik milkshake. So I've got rather a lot of milk.
Yes.
Oh.
And they're in those cartons.
They're in the giant cartons. So we've got a couple of days here at the hotel while we get the videos edited for you. So in that time, we've got to drink all this milk. That is delicious. Yeah. My favourite is that.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like a bowl of cornflakes would go down quite well, but I don't think I've seen cornflakes.
I haven't got cornflakes.
With the milk is one of the nicest milks.
Yes, it's a real milky flavour.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the last time I had milk like that was when we were in France, and it was fresh milk from the cow.
That's what I just said.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I went back further than that to my childhood.
Well, the last time we had raw milk was from when we lived in France.
Yes, it was.
So
Jan,
if we seem a bit tired and a little lackluster, we just had 5 nights sat and slept in the back of a car.
Which was fine. It was fine. It was hot, but it was comfortable.
We could have gone another few nights, but we really needed to get these videos edited. What we're going to do is we're going to do 4 or 5 days. I'm going to call it roughing it. It's not 4 or 5 days
in the camping car.
Adventurous outdoor living,
road tripping
in 41 degrees Celsius and soup-like humidity
at night.
We're going to do visiting, and we're going to try, and we're not going to be looking for hotels because that takes up all your day when you start looking for hotels. And when we've had enough, we're going to take 2 or 3 days in a hotel. Probably always going to be, maybe it's always going to be like a date night where we can sit here and bicker because we're both feeling irritable. So
we can work on the videos.
We can get the videos edited and get them up as quickly as possible so that you can watch the series. We are right now in
Takasaki.
So you can look. We've driven from Osaka to all along the Tsunami coastline.
Yeah, so we went from Osaka, Wakayama to Yusu, where you had the soy sauce ice cream.
That's been. No.
Yeah, it's up already. That one.
Is it? I don't think so.
It is. It is.
Have a look.
Who's going to be right?
Because the question on the video is, what's this? So now you we're going to have a fight today, Michelle and I.
No, we're fine. There you go. You're holding it.
Oh, she's right. She's always bloody right.
So Jan A said, let's get back to the questions. I tried rice milk once. I didn't like it at all. I don't like rice milk either.
It's not milk, Jan. It's just it's like oat milk. Yeah. Oat milk. It's just basically oatmeal that's been sort of blended up in some water.
I like coconut milk and I like almond milk.
Coconut milk is milk.
Yeah.
Almond milk is
that's ground up nuts.
Just ground up nuts.
So that's right.
But most of them are
and rice. Yeah.
Oat milk oat milk to me tastes a little bit like you soak water in damp cardboard. Yeah, it's not.
So Tracy said rice milk is nice, very sweet. Yeah, but that's just the sugar that's in it, isn't it?
That's because they're adding things to it, because rice isn't sweet.
No, she's saying if it's sweet, if it's very sweet, it's nice. So Afik says, did a bit of research online. Steve is right. The 3.6 signifies that 100 grams of milk contains at least 3.6 grams of fat.
Yeah.
Thank
you, Afik. So it's whole milk is generally around that
3.5 mark, isn't it?
3.5 to 4, depending on. So, and that one tastes really creamy. Yeah. I can hold it there again if you want to get any more information off the carton, but I'm pretty sure my.
I mean, you would have scanned that when you.
I scanned that and it said.
I sent him shopping on his own.
I went on my own. I really had I was in for about 2 hours just wandering
he came
around.
Back laden. Not a good idea.
So it definitely said raw milk. And which is unusual, and although it's 3.6%, it's got a feeling of quite a buttery.
Yeah, well, I think because nowadays when they make a homogenized milk, pasteurized milk, you want it, they take all the fat out of the milk, and then they spin it back in.
They quite often they spin the milk, add, they reduce the fat content to the exact percentage. So you never know that you're going to get the actual milk fats back in from the cow. But this tastes pure. This tastes pure. I'm going to try that again.
And you said you thought it was local.
It's funny. It's got a hint of strawberry this time.
It?
I don't know how that happened. Yeah, it's a local milk.
Dane Vince says, hi, it's nice to see you having a great time despite the tsunami scare. It's typhoon season there at the moment. Take care.
Oh, God. Is it? Probably.
Well, probably. I always think of typhoons sort of a little bit later, August, September, but they're probably here. In Hong Kong, they always
were. Yeah.
Kids used to go back to school and there was always a typhoon.
Yeah. So the tsunami was strange because there were like flashing red lights all along the road. There was warnings, and then we've got a TV in the car. Japan is one of these strange places where they have televisions in the car. Now, luckily, it turns off when you drive, but the audio still comes out. So we had NHK World News on, and that was sort of warning everyone to run to the hills. But around us, there was this sort of calmness. Everyone was just going about their days. So we thought, okay, we're okay. Occasionally you'd hear a siren going off, and I thought that everywhere I looked was flat. You'll see in the video, if you just check it out, you can see everywhere's flat, and we're looking for altitude. And then we thought, oh well, we'll just do as the Japanese do. We go shopping, go and have a bit of ice cream, and just chill and relax. But we did make a conscious effort to get up a hill to sleep, because I couldn't have slept in a car park or a Michinoeki on the coast.
No, because we actually had sort of pinpointed that's how far we'll get, and there was one there that we
had stunning views of the beach and the Pacific Ocean, and we said no, that one's not for tonight, because the tsunami waves, they come in sort of like smaller and bigger, so like the ripples on a pond, they start kind of small and get quite big. So I don't think they came to that much, but we slept up in the mountains. very high up in the mountains, as you'll see from the video. I'm not sure if that's
the next one. I think
the next one. So we'll pop that up on Friday tomorrow. And then there's a few other kind of cool things that we've done over the last few days. So there will be quite a lot of videos. I did say to Michelle we do less videos on this journey, but I'm already finding there's too much content.
No, we're seeing such cool things, aren't we?
We are. We are.
So Afik says, don't forget to find omu rice while you are there. Omu rice?
I don't know what that is.
I had to have a look it up. It's a popular Japanese dish consisting of fried rice wrapped in thin omelette, often topped with ketchup.
Okay.
So.
Oh,
is that okay?
Oh, we'll try it.
Yeah.
Omelettes are not my favourite, and ketchup's not my favourite, so I'm not going to be rushing for that one. But generally, the eggs here are good. We had breakfast brought to us this morning. I've got a little video you'll see of that. Comes through a little hatch, so it's like a prison cell. You get this little hatch. The guy delivers breakfast, which was really well cooked.
Yes, very good.
Very simple, but most delicious.
Nice.
All included, so that was good.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
No, I have to check because I've missed it.
Do you want any more of this milk?
I'm all right in a minute. I'm still trying to drink my coffee. No, I think I'm caught up with my questions. If you've got a question, you can throw it in there now.
Yes. So the weather isn't letting up. We're going to spend another couple of days here just editing, getting as much sleep as we can, because the sleep we've been having is pretty simple. And then we'll hit the road again, and we're going north. We're going north because it'll be much cooler up north, although we've been Googling the weather and it's just as hot.
It says, oh yes, north. It's much cooler up north. And then you say, what's the temperature? And it's the same as here.
But we've come into the center of Japan now. We're going up through the center to stay in the Alpines, for the higher regions, to get a little bit cooler weather.
It is a little bit cooler the higher up you go, isn't it? In altitude.
And we are going to head towards Amori.
Yeah, Amori.
Amori. We get a love hotel in Amori.
That's right at the top before you hit the Hokkaido
Island.
Yeah.
So we're gonna head to the furthest northern point. I don't know if there's some way I can share. Now, I've been working on a little musical video to put on the ends of our YouTube videos. Shall I show people?
Yes, if you want to show people.
So I'd like to know your opinion. I've actually had, I won't go into the complications I've had. It's made it a little more difficult to do. But I've been working on this this video. And
make sure you play the right one.
Yeah. And I'd like your opinion on it.
It's got to see.
Might need my glasses just to see. So,
so Jan says, going back to sleep, safe travels and be well.
Before you go, Jan.
Oh, just quickly, Jan.
This is a little video that this is obviously Mount Fuji. I'll turn the sound up, and I'm going to put little, what do you call them? What is it when you have a hidden thing in a video? A little Easter egg in each one, so they'll be slightly different. So have a little look. So
all we need is a place to be and a few good friends for some company. If you'd like to stay, you don't have to leave. We'll leave the lights on and the door unlocked. If you drop on by, you don't have to knock. We're happy to share whatever we've got.
There's the so they will be a little bit like that. So I'd like.
Oh, turn it off. Don't play again.
All we need is a place to be.
Probably get copyright now.
Yeah, probably.
So I've been working on this little animation, and it's got the little car.
Benjamin says, wow, that car is all terrain. Just like our car.
It is all terrain.
Dame Vince gives you a thumbs up.
Thank you. So you'll.
And John said that's great fun.
So you'll see in the pictures, there'll always be slightly different panoramic scenes, backgrounds, or there'll be the same, but there'll be the odd one in there, or the odd one where it's slightly different. So try to watch them. I'll put them in where they're not too offensive, and they won't bug you too much. But I've had a lot of fun playing. But I did have something go wrong, which caused it to be a lot more difficult. But
Dame Vince says, could you please do a video on the many interesting rest stops you'll find along the way during your road trip?
I'm sure we will. The rest stops will be featuring pretty regularly. We were just day before yesterday, we were cooking. I had my very first piece of
Wagyu
beef, which was quite interesting. I've never had Wagyu beef before. I was quite surprised. I didn't think of myself. I'd never really, when I see it in Hong Kong or Australia or overseas, it's always been prohibitively expensive, and food doesn't excite me that much to be crazy expensive. I don't want to pay $500 for a piece of beef. It just, but there's no way in Japan we're not going to have as much Wagyu beef as possible. So I had my first bit of Wagyu beef, and that was quite interesting. That was cooked in a Michi no Eki on a roadside station. That video will probably be in the next 4 or 5 days. I'll try and get that edited and up for you, because in a couple of days from now we'll be back on the road again, and new stuff will be coming up, and it's hard for us even mentally to keep up with all the stuff that's going on. So if I don't get this stuff edited as quickly as possible, by the time 3 or 4 days comes along, we'll be, I don't know, I can't think of, because the things that have happened, I never expected to happen anyway, so I can't even think. Maybe we're juggling sea lions on the coast of
sometimes we've just got to say, okay, we're not going to film. We don't actually take the camera with us if we're just going to sort of what we think are normal things, do we? Because we've got so many cool things. So Dame Vince said there are musical highways in Japan. I don't know what you mean by that. You'll have to explain.
No, I believe I do. There's highways where I think the sound, the you eating coffee flavored biscuits? Look at look. What good is that? Who's gonna? It's hardly worth dunking, is it?
No, it's not. It's a spoiler to dunk it.
So they have vibrations in the road that play a tune.
Okay.
If you go at a certain speed, it's a little bit like a musical box.
Okay, that'll be interesting. But if we go along it, if we happen to pass it.
I know in Tokyo, we're not going to probably go to Tokyo. We're not going to go to the big cities. I'm sorry if you want to go to the big cities. Bummer. Spoiler alert. We're not looking to do the big cities.
Driving and things as well, aren't they?
We don't know. I mean,
as in, it's you get stuck in traffic lights and.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, when we've got to the city, stop, start. It's no fun. But I know in some of the cities they have these toilets with glass walls, so you can see into them. When you go in, you have to press. When you lock the door, they go opaque. Okay. Would you trust that?
No.
Can you imagine sat in the middle of the sort of high street, sat down on the loo? Crazy.
John says, does Japan have any ice cream and iced tea chains like the Mixu in China?
I don't know. Oh, absolutely. I mean, there is one thing you will notice in Japan, is there's so many independent stores selling food and produce. We had a very unusual ice cream yesterday, but it's not a chain, so you'll have to wait and see that video. Oh, that's the one that's today. Yesterday. So that was unusual. So no, there there are obviously all the usual junk food chains, but there are many, many more independent stores. So quite often when you're in Australia, for example, you'll go from one town to the next and it'd be the same sort of Gloria jeans, all the same rubbish from one town to the next. But here you'll see a lot more independent, small producers everywhere. I think almost the Japanese must eat out all the time, it seems, and they clearly don't because supermarkets are so well stocked.
Yeah.
I will do a supermarket tour. I've got a cough coming, guys. Excuse me.
Let's drink some water.
I think the milk.
Yes, probably.
Yeah, I've probably got an allergy to sort of 7 pints of milk that I bought.
Yeah, drink it slowly. Tracy said, "Oh, sorry."
I would like to do a supermarket tour, at least one or two. The supermarket here are cool. The fish, the meat, the produce, phenomenal.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
It's very
fun. Tracy says, "Are you going to visit any Buddha temples?"
Temples, yes. I don't know if Buddha will be there.
We've visited a few temples already.
We have visited for sure, but I don't know whether there be Buddha temples or Taoist or I don't know. Are there temples here traditionally Buddhist?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
There's thousands of little shrines, temple shrines with torii gates. One of the videos that I've just been working on for you as shows, I think, a little. We stop in a little temple.
Yeah, shrine.
But tiny.
Tiny, yes.
Tiny little places. You'll be driving along the road. You'll be on a sort of not a motorway, but a fairly busy road, and there'll be a little alleyway going up with a torii gate, and you can pull off and just go and just shake the bell and do a few little bows to the gods of traveling. So yeah, it's inevitable. We're going to be seeing a lot of religious, cultural stuff here. It's inevitable. Food stuff is going to be abundant. We are cooking. I will show you. Actually, I'll go and get that because I did mention.
Okay, I'll just read out Afik's question because we have covered it. It says, do you have to get international driving permit licenses to drive in Japan? Yes, absolutely. Because that's all they ask for. They don't actually, well, our guys didn't actually want to see your driving license. They just want to see the international permit.
Yeah.
So you do need that.
So yes, I have a international driver's license, which I got prepared for this year because we were hoping to do a bit of car driving. So this is a tiny thin stove, and obviously the bottle. Now, if Rick ever watches this, Rick got one from Japan as well, but this one's kind of cool. Rick, if you're watching, which you won't be. So it's called a slim, and it's got the usual gas bottle, but I do like the fact that the gas bottles are just magnetic, so they just go in and just click into place with a magnet.
No twisting or anything.
No twisting, no sort of levers, no pressure. No. They don't fall out, look.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's a lovely little stove, and super easy to
turn
on, off.
Yeah, cool.
We cooked, I want to say maybe 3-4 meals on this, and endless coffees and bits and pieces.
Meals.
Yeah. So I'm using it. I'm getting a lot of cooking and filming most of it, not all the time, because sometimes we're just knackered and I can't be bothered. But if I can, trying to film. So that's cool. And it's nice, really thin. Yeah. I like that. It's well made as well.
Yes.
Beautiful. Only in Japan could they come up with such cool little stove tops.
So Afik says they have lots of flavoured Kit Kat.
They do, but you'd be surprised how little.
They're not all in this. They're not all together, are they?
We talked about this in another video. Was it Afik?
Yes.
So Japan is synonymous with like hundreds of different flavoured Kit Kats, and sure, if you're in the big cities, you can go to shops that will have several. But generally, what happens is each part of Japan has its own Kit Kat. So you might see a Sakura Kit Kat at cherry blossom time. You might see one that's particular to a town that's doing orange production or peach production, but you rarely see them. You can't just go in the shop and buy loads of different flavored Kit Kats, most of the shops will have one flavour or two, one or two flavours. And consequently, we probably got more flavours of Kit Kat in Australia than they have, There are places in Tokyo, Fukuoka, and that where you can get all the different flavours or many different flavours. But I think we get more flavours.
Well, we've actually got a Kit Kat store in Melbourne that sells all the flavours.
Yeah, all the flavours. And I see it in the UK as well. There are loads of flavours. So it's quite disappointing. If you come here just to have loads of different Kit Kats, you'll struggle to find them. You'll have to do what we're doing, which is travel all around the country. We should start looking out for Kit Kat. Yeah. Though it's too hot, they just melt.
They just melt. This is the problem, isn't it?
So I've got these little pans as well. It's all back to front. So this is our little kettle for boiling water, and I got this brilliant clip-on handle. I love this thing.
This features in an upcoming video.
It does. So it just goes on, and you pull the lever over, and now you've got a nice solid saucepan, and we've got a little set. Well, we've got two saucepans, one for doing sort of like meats and bits, and this one we're going to keep for basically as a kettle for doing boiling water. But it's very strong. And then when you take it off, you just press this little, you pull the lever down you pull the lever over, and that reveals a button underneath, and then it pops open.
And then you can stack your pots.
And this will go on all sorts of pans. It's really well made.
You walked around the store.
I bought this. Will you believe? This reminds me of when I was a kid, Michelle. Tell the story, right? This is a little story when I was a kid. I don't know if you remember $6 Million Man.
Yes. Steve
Austin, $6 Million Man. Well, one Christmas, I asked for this. I was going to get Steve Austin, and he had like an arm. I don't know if any of you remember, but Steve Austin's arm had like a rubber thing. Then it peeled back, and you could see all his bionics under there. Anyway, I was going to get Steve Austin, but I decided he was too expensive, and I'd asked for the rocket, so I got the Steve Austin rocket. And turns out I never got Steve Austin. So this bloody rocket.
I don't even put in it.
So I never got Steve Austin.
I know you didn't.
All right, because I think I got Stretch Armstrong instead, and he didn't fit in the rocket. So I went to the store, and I love this. I said to Michelle, this is too good. And it's so well made, and it was about, I'm going to say it's about $10 US. Okay, so really well made. And I said to Michelle, I'm buying that. So I bought it, and I'm walking around, and I've got this bloody handle. No pot, no nothing. And I said, well, I'll take it back to Australia because I just want it, because I'm going to be, flashing it. Let me pick up your pan. And then we decided we needed to get some pots and pans and things for the journey. So we had to go back then and get the specific pans.
Get the pots that
they're quite nicely. But it fits on, and I noticed in the shop it goes on almost all the.
It does.
Are you excited for me? Because this could have been another Steve Austin experience. I could have gone around the whole of Japan with a handle that fitted nothing. Should have been pretty stupid, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So Tracy says, I think the temples are amazing. The buildings are beautiful. They are, absolutely. All the temples all around the world, we see some amazing temples, don't we?
We have, but Japanese temples are a whole new level. I think they're a whole new level because they're often so pretty with the bonsai and the way all the trees are perfectly manicured around them. Not all of them. Some of the one we stopped in the other day was a little bit run down, but
no,
they have an ambience.
There's little ones and big ones and middle ones,
and they always quite often got the torii gates.
Yeah.
I got a lovely photograph. Is there any questions there, Michelle?
Yes, I'm working my way down.
Go through the questions and I'll see if I can.
So Dame Vince says, are you planning to cross to Hokkaido from Amori?
I would like to. We'll see how long it takes us to get up there.
We're looking at it.
And yes, 100% I would like to.
And then somebody else, was that the same person? Dame Vince says, I imagine it's nice and cool over in Hokkaido right now.
No,
it's not.
It's boiling.
Because we thought that. We've just got to get north.
Let me see your camera. It might be on,
but
on your one.
But no, because when you sort of researched on Google, it said yes, it's generally cooler. But when you said what's the actual temperature now, it was the same as where we were. So it's pretty hot, isn't it?
Yeah. So there, look, a nice little picture of Michelle with the Tory gates where we stopped at a temple a couple of days ago.
That was cool. So Benjamin Penny says Australia has Kit Kat Chunky. It does have Kit Kat Chunky. Does not everyone else have Kit Kat Chunky?
Doesn't everyone? We've always had Kit Kat Chunky.
We've always had Kit Kat Chunky.
Chunky caramel, chunky mint, chunky lemonade, chunky dog carrot. Very famous Australian flavour.
Tracy says Japan have a lot of vending machines that sell just about everything.
They don't. They don't.
We've had this discussion amongst ourselves.
They do, but people always, you see videos, right? People make a video and they say, oh, you can buy like shoes and underpants and sex toys and model action men figure and all sorts in vending machines in Japan. And it's almost a legend that's got its own legs because it literally doesn't really exist. There are some tiny areas, again, if you're in Tokyo and you're in the city, in a really heavily touristed city centre, they're going to be there, those machines selling all sorts of weird stuff, you know, because there are enough tourists around. Imagine though, let me finish my sentences. There are enough tourists around to buy all this nonsense and keep those vending machines in business. But if you're out in if you're in a suburb even of Osaka, and actually even really in the center of Osaka, because we were staying right in the heart of Osaka, almost all the vending machines are owned by the people whose business they're outside of or homes are outside of. And if you're wanting to make a little bit of money out of vending machines because you stock them, what happens is if you put one outside your house, you stock it, you look after it, you keep the profits. They're all 99.9% are just selling drinks, Coca-Cola, coffee, and drinks. Because if you've got a little vending machine and you go and put sort of like boxer shorts in it, nobody's going to buy it. You're never going to restock it, and there's no profit in it. So if you're the family that just put the quirky action figure vending machine outside, and people say, "Well, what have you sold this week?" and they say nothing, you know, So consequently, as I've worked out, I understand why this happens. Is they just don't. There are loads that do food. Probably about 5% do food.
Ice creams.
Another maybe 3% do.
Not many.
Ice creams.
The rest of them.
are drinks,
and they are everywhere.
And everywhere. I mean, like anywhere you can be driving along the remotest road. And there'd be a house with a vending machine outside doing hot coffees and lemonades. Yeah. They're everywhere. And there are an abundance, but they're just not those crazy vending machines. Although my good friend, actually, Eric Surf, who's a wonderful channel. If you haven't checked out Eric, go and check out his channel. He's lived in Japan for years. Most of what he does is buying food in vending machines. But he goes to very specific places to find those things. And he's in Tokyo, I think, so he can find them. So yeah.
So morning, Sally.
Morning, Sally.
Dame Vince says, where did you purchase your camping cooking equipment in Japan?
They're sold all over the place. The cooking equipment's we got most of it in Nitori, which is like a...
someone described it as like an IKEA.
Yeah, a bit like an IKEA. So Nitori, but
pots and pans aren't particularly camping pots and pans.
No, they're actually domestic. And actually, the camping thing we just picked up in a supermarket because it had a special.
We looked at that one and
we'd seen it in several places, and just a random supermarket had it at about $1,000 cheaper than other places, so we just picked it up.
Been to a couple of camping stores, and they were a little bit more expensive than.
Generally, camping stores are a lot more expensive.
If you put the name camping on it, the label it camping.
If that handle had been sold in a camping store, I guarantee you. That would be, and not twice, 4 times the price.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
4 times the price, 100%.
We saw those chairs, didn't we? And then we saw them in in a hardware store.
Yeah.
And they were a lot cheaper.
Yeah. So everything, generally, the word, you take a regular old bomber jacket and put camping on it, you know, and maybe a tiny little camouflage collar, and suddenly you're asking $80-$90 for it. But the same thing into a Nitori, and it's sort of like $5.99. So my advice, if you were doing here and you were looking for camping stuff, is you could really, if you need a lot of stuff, and we have needed quite a bit of stuff, we had to get all bedding and pillows. Do not get it from camping stores. No. It's too expensive.
So I'm just laughing because John said nanu to Tracy, who's just said it back to John, because Tracy said, can you remember Mork and Mindy? I've got a Mork doll that actually looks like Robin Williams.
Yeah, nanu. Mork. Earth cooling.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mork cooling. No, Mork and Mindy.
Yeah.
And Earth John calling said, Mindy? No. Mork calling Mindy come in. I don't know. I can't remember.
Somebody will tell you. John said, not a Steve Austin fan, but that pole behind you makes it look like the couch on Tracy Island used to board Thunderbird 3.
Ah.
There you go.
Well, that's awesome. The pole Michelle dances around later on this evening when she's entertaining me in my love hotel.
John's helped you out. Awesome.
More calling Orson. Orson is the guy on the back in.
Got him off that subject, didn't I?
Calling Orson. Come in, Orson. Oh, this goes back a long time, doesn't it? Mork and Mindy.
I do remember Mork and Mindy, but only vaguely. I'm obviously too young. I don't know the tune.
No, it's not Mork and Mindy, but I'm just throwing that one in because it's the same sort of period, and somebody might remember the tune.
Or you're not listening very well.
Do. So I bet somebody racking their brains if I get bonus to that.
They're getting that high music. No, I've done them all.
Oh, we'll ask some more questions.
There was a little spurt there while you were rambling on about something.
Yeah.
I've got through them all now.
I just wonder if there's anything else. I don't want to talk too many details about the trip because the videos are being edited and you're going to see them. Please watch the videos if you can. Share them, thumb them up. Let's try and get them. Watch them twice. Share them with a few people. Let's try and get YouTube to at least recommend me to 5 more of my subscribers. I think this is going to be a great series. I think Japan is one of my favorite countries in the world, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We've already seen some great stuff. I'm always up for criticism or constructive ideas. If you think, you'd like to see more of this or more of that, we really are happy to try and accommodate you. I'm trying to include a bit more food and do a bit more cooking on the road. It's a bit hard because it's so hot. It's really, just either you're at night time getting bitten by mosquitoes, or you're in the daytime getting fried like an egg in the heat. So let's hope that weather breaks a little bit and we get out a bit more. We're staying up in the mountains. What is the city we're in?
Takasaki.
Takasaki.
Yes.
And we are staying in a love hotel, Takasaki.
Yes.
Who said romance is dead?
John says, a suggestion, the occasional map might be useful, just an idea.
Yeah, I will definitely try to do something to show where we are. That would be good. It's
tricky because extra things like that always take that little bit much extra effort. And
but this is the comments I want now.
And you like to do these sort of things.
I love doing that sort of stuff, but I get so...
we're up against it.
If I...
He's got his head thinking now.
Yeah. I can animate,
What are you laughing at, Dave Vince? He just said lol. Don't show that one. That's another Easter egg.
Is it? No, I can't show you that.
No.
Can't
well,
show
you can because it's just you can.
And you can freeze the picture and see.
You can.
See what that's all about.
What are you looking at? Oh, we've talked about that one.
shall stop laughing at my
It's pictures.
my efforts.
You won't show them all. What are you doing?
I was looking to see
Stay, you don't have to leave.
today oh, that's the Easter egg, but that's actually got the wrong picture in it. Sorry, I hope I haven't used that. Oh, now I can't stop it.
It's just going to keep playing round and
All
round
right.
and round. Any more questions?
Any more questions? What else have we struggled with? Nothing too much.
No.
Done all right.
But it's been fun.
Got a nice view.
You know, we drive.
We got that ceiling that sort of gives amorous lighting at night, and we got this. They said they had no view in the hotel. Said no view, but we got two. We have two arched windows. And when I went for a walk yesterday, and we came back, and it was starting to get dark, they were the only ones with lights on. We were the only idiots in the hotel that are just trying to treat it like a normal hotel.
So John says, can't stop it. Shazbat.
What?
Shazbat. I don't know.
Anyway,
I
don't know if it was to do with that, but it definitely was not Shazbat or whatever.
Shazbat.
I've got my glasses.
David says you have quite an amazing talent with the animation.
Thank you. I do like animating and graphics and things. Shazbat.
A Mork's expletive.
Was that what?
That's really.
I haven't watched Mork and Mindy.
And Tracy said Mork and Mindy.
I haven't watched Mork and Mindy.
So we've got two Mork and Mindy fans in.
For golly, since it was on, probably. I'm not one of these people. I was a big fan of Mork and Mindy. I was a big fan of all sorts of programs, but I'm not one to revisit things. You know, I don't tend to sort of like. Too
long ago, said John.
Yeah, just don't want to go back and watch them. But
so Benjamin says, "How is the language barrier? Are people friendly?"
People are Japanese people and China, where we were just before, but the Japanese people are super friendly. Sometimes there's a little them and us sort of feeling you get, where generally when you're walking around, you get a feeling that people don't want you to interact with them. Mainly because there's very little English spoken in Japan, very little. And you've really got to try. But because I'm quite gregarious and I like talking, I usually get people going straight away. I mean, I went to the shops yesterday to get, to buy basically milk.
Just milk.
Just milk.
Not really. You didn't go for milk.
So I stopped to get a coffee while I was there. I thought I'll have a coffee. It's great. There's these wonderful little areas you can sit. You can get a coffee for about 80 cents a buck. And it's good coffee. And the girl came out you have to pay for it before at the delicatessen counter. And the girl came out and I was chatting with her, basically with hands and knowledge. And I'm sure normally she would just come out and take the money, hand a cup
and go
and walk away. But she came round to the machine with me and helped me do the coffee. And then she went off to get me the Wi-Fi password.
Yeah, they're very friendly. I mean, we go in the supermarket and we can't find something. We always ask somebody, and we have to get the whole staff. Lovely people
in Japan as a rule. We find people, and even more so in the country where we're because we're getting away from the city. We're probably a little more of an anomaly. We're not. There are not lots of tourists going around doing what we're doing.
And friendly drivers.
Yeah, and the speed that you drive, it'll take us a long time to get around Japan because the speed limits, because of the little cars, are very slow. No one ever comes up your backside trying to push you. No one ever gets angry if you decide, I want to look for a place to stop, so I'm slow the car down, and we're looking up every sort of alleyway, to see if there's a little parking space like that, and we poodle. The car behind will generally drop back to be polite. They don't want to be too close to you, so they drop back and they'll stay behind you for 10-15 minutes, without any aggression whatsoever. It's really nice, and you feel that same mode gets into your way of driving as well.
Yeah.
You never get annoyed with people, although occasionally I might say, what's that numpty doing? Going so but that's my Western
It
values.
is. So John says a lot of Western vloggers in China have had strangers say hello or offer to help in various ways.
China is super friendly. Again, they'll come up to you.
I think more so in that they'll come up to foreigners or to actually speak to more than Japanese.
Much more. They're much
Japanese
more
reserved, and you've got to sort of
engage with Japanese to get them to engage very friendly with you. But in China, they'll just come up and start. Just
you can be minding your own business, and
they'll give you a 45-minute long sentence, and you're sat there going, and all you can say is, because I speak a little Cantonese, Susu Gondongwa. I speak a little Cantonese, and I can understand quite a bit of words, but Putungwa, I can't understand at all, really. So you might just sort of say, ni hao, like that, bang, and so give you about 4 hours of information about where you are and what you can order at the restaurant. And, they're very friendly.
So John says, one English family got strangers in China to roll the dice to decide their next destination.
I've seen a lot of people in the past have done the dice traveling sort of thing, but it's not our thing. And I know somebody who did that quite convincingly, and I know damn well that he rolled the dice sort of 40 times to make sure he got the right, if it's 6, I'm going to London, and sort of roll it. 3, 2, 7. Is there a 7?
No 7.
Can be. Can be. You're into your Dungeons and Dragons.
Benjamin says, are you generally able to find English speakers in Japan, or is it a case of relying on your phones with Google Translate?
A lot of Google Translate and very simple talking, and we've been practicing really hard to learn as much Japanese as we can. But no, a lot of Google Translate, to be honest, to get things done. But you can sometimes find, but it's quite rare.
Yeah.
I haven't found, maybe the younger people a little bit more so.
Yes, I mean, at the waterfall, there was with a couple of ladies there, and one spoke English and one didn't speak any.
No.
So it's, Then Vince says that's true. The Japanese are quite reserved when interacting with foreigners. They're friendly when they warm up to you.
Yeah, no, they are friendly always. They're so very friendly, but they just don't really want to. They know if I spoke really good Japanese, I'm sure that would really warm their hearts. But unfortunately, we don't, and we know little bits of many languages. That's life.
Then Vince says, is the Google map reliable?
Very.
And Ben says, hi Ben.
Which Ben?
Our Ben.
Oh, hello, Ben. We were talking about you earlier on.
Ooh. You'll have to go back and watch.
I can't remember what it was about now.
I can.
So, no, Google Maps is really good.
Yeah, it works well, doesn't it?
Google Translate is phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, with the photo, you can scan it.
Yeah.
That's all good, because you use that in the supermarket all the time. Because when you get milk like that, you don't know what it is.
I was scanning something in the supermarket, and there was a lady, Japanese lady, and she saw me scan it, and it turned into English, and she was absolutely besotted. She thought that was some wizardry, And I guess if you don't travel, you don't use these sort of apps.
But they're great for us.
I can show you on that. Those of you that don't travel much, and I know a lot of you do, but for instance, the milk, when I said the milk was...
Make sure you've got it in your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, you do it that way.
So when I said the milk was... it's left to right, isn't it? So look, I hold the phone there.
See, it says milk. See?
Oh, got to go left to right. There you go. And it all comes up in English.
Yeah.
Very cool. Now, I'm showing you, and most of you know this already, and I do understand that. And we've been using it for
a long time.
So many years. But some people won't have seen that. And when I was doing it in a supermarket the other day, the woman that was next to me sort of was, it was like wizardry.
Yeah. So Ben said, you'll have to repeat everything you said now that I'm here.
Ben, we are in a love hotel. We have just spent 5 days. Look at that. Look at that. Romantic. Michelle's pole there. She'll be dancing around later on. a little view out the window. This is a sort of summary.
We have a view.
We have a view. It's a beautiful place. I'm making a video of the hotel while we're here, so I'll show the whole hotel and go into little details about why we use these places, because it's like a big lounge area, and we've got this big sofa, plenty of places to put things down. We've just had,
Ben says, "Are good."
We've just had a long period of roughing it in the back of the car.
You'll have to go back and watch it.
You'll have to go back and watch it.
Dane Vince says ChatGPT can be used as an AI tour guide.
Yes, it can.
We used it even in a couple of videos. Someone commented the other day that they liked the segment you did when we were in Geocaster.
Yes, so we do use it, but it can be inaccurate. So it's no good if you sort of say, "Hey, ChatGPT, where am I?" Or "You are in sort of Madagascar." No, I'm not in Madagascar. So so but it is getting increasingly. Now I've used AI to actually make the thumbnail for the video that I've just put up, and I want to know, do people like that sort of cartoony style thumbnails? Because I've got some ideas to use some animated, some very simple. What I want is very simple, sort of a bit like I've used in my video. Actually, a lot of this I've drawn myself. So, oops.
If you'd like to stay, you don't have to leave. We'll leave the lights on and the door unlocked. If you drop on by, you don't have to knock. We're happy to share whatever we've got.
Now, very proud of what I've been doing there. So a lot of those animes, those things I've drawn myself, but I can use actually ChatGPT, or even better still, Automatic 1111, Stable Diffusion, to make some graphics for the thumbnails and some of the places that we visit. So I might be doing that.
So Benjamin Penny said it's a cool style, but it makes you look a bit like Tintin.
Yeah.
KMYO says not really.
No.
Oh well, you can't win them all.
So it's hard because there's so many things to do when you're sort of sat in a car all day long, filming whenever you stop. So any little extra help we can get to create some thumbnails is useful. We're probably going to use the tools anyway to do them to a limited degree.
Dane Vince says, "I love it." So Ben says, "I know you both love hotels." We do, Ben.
We do.
We love a good love hotel. Tracy said the hotel room looks nice. And Ben says, huge. "I'm in a Premier Inn at the moment. They're not too bad, lol."
Premiers are pretty good. Like when we were walking...
What are you doing in a Premier Inn?
Is it, who was that, Ben?
Ben.
Oh, Ben. When we were walking John O'Groats to Land's End, we often preferred a Premier Inn because they had baths, and they were very comfortable. Now, we were paying around about 29 to 39 max for a Premier Inn pounds, and I believe they've all gone up a lot now. So
we could always get one.
And we're paying a lot less for this, a fraction of that for this, and we're getting a beautiful breakfast included. That's one of the main reasons that we use these love hotels. Free parking
and all this
and good parking.
Yeah. Nice cream.
I think there's an ice cream van just rocked up. He's make hay while the sun shines. So we'll go on a little bit longer since Ben's just dropped in as well. And I don't know how many people are in at the moment, but
Ben says the new ones don't, though. They're removing them in the new rooms. I think they call them new evolution style. Oh, that's not so good. No bathrooms in the newer style rooms.
That's I mean, I don't particularly like a bath in a hotel anyway, but
it was good when we were doing the trouble.
But here, these ones are good because they're huge. And they're sort of like they fill up in. Do you remember the one that we stayed in Osaka the first time?
Yeah.
And it was like, it had a great big jacuzzi bath, like 2 people could get in it comfortably. But when you went to turn the water on, it filled up in about 3 minutes. It was like almost like a storm of water, like a storm drain, it just filled up with hot water so quickly. And luckily it had an automatic switch off. So as soon as it got to a certain level, it just stopped. Otherwise you just walked to,
You'd have flooded it.
You'd have flooded the
Ben
room.
says that he means no bath, not no bathroom.
Yeah. No, I gathered that.
So Dame Vince says, how do you look for a hotel? Is it a local app?
We use so many apps. It's one of the things that keep us, within our budget to travel for over 10 years now. Is that we're very good at finding good deals on hotels, and we use every app. I mean,
and sometimes when you find a hotel, you think, oh, that looks all right. That might be within our budget or something. You check it on Google or check it with all the apps to see, because sometimes it's a huge difference between one app and another.
Sure. I mean, particularly even hotels like this, if you find a good love hotel in Osaka, for example, use Google or any other search engine to search for the name of that hotel and see what other platforms are.
And sometimes, you can book it one night on one platform and it's really cheap, and you go the next night and it's not on there, but it's on a different platform, different app, and it's cheaper, isn't it?
For here in Japan, we're finding Agoda tends to be. Sometimes we won't use Agoda for a year, but Agoda is becoming quite good. Trip.com, Booking.com, Google generically for searching. Trivago has even come back into life, which I haven't used for many years. You've got all the usual.
Google usually throws them all up there. You say,
but you rarely book through Google. You rarely get the best price through Google. So lots of apps, lots of different apps. We have dozens of apps, and we also get all the local Japanese apps.
In China, you do.
And the ones in China. So, like there's Sea Trip in China, which is a version of Trip.com, but it's Chinese Trip.com, and that one gave you better value rates. If you're in India, it's Go Abibo and MakeMyTrips.com, which work.
Tracy said, I would love to stay in a traditional Japanese house.
Tracy, we went into a few days ago. We went into a traditional Japanese house, beautiful traditional Japanese, and I filmed it. Now I'm not sure where to put it in the videos because it was a random town that we went to, and I might just have to sort of, if it doesn't fit into the story, because it was just before we set off on this journey. So
maybe we'll do a roundup video at the end and just throw all the bits in that we didn't.
We'll probably just drop it in somewhere. Look out for it.
It was amazing.
It was really. I think I said 2 or 3 times in the video, I wish I could so live in this house.
You did.
Just so pretty, so beautiful.
Yeah, it was very nice.
All tatami floors, beautiful.
Tracy said she would love to see it, please. We will put it up. But
I will put it up, and
so just have to keep
the
watching all the
garden
videos.
was pretty. Everything about it was pretty.
Yeah, it was.
The little sort of there was a little room upstairs. We went up into the loft area, and I had to go into this little room. And the doorway, I kid you not, was not much bigger than the laptop screen that I'm on here. I had to sort of like crawl through, and it was a room.
It was.
It was kind of cool.
Benjamin said you could clip it into a short. We could, but it's too good to be a short. Shorts are okay after the video's gone up.
We probably will make a short. We'll put a short of it, but it's I think shorts they have a purpose, but you're not learning anything from shorts.
They go up after the main video. So Ben's back on the Premier Inn bathrooms. He says they also make the taps in the bathroom really slow, like they do at Heathrow Airport now. It's so stupid. So the older style rooms are better for different reasons.
Yes.
But eventually there will be new ones, won't they? Because they'll revamp them all.
Now this place has got a big bath. It's not as nice as the. We're not probably going to use this one. So it's a little bit old, but the last place. I
mean, I generally quite have a shower, but say the last place we stayed in
had which was another love hotel, had a really nice bath, and we did use it.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that hotel we filmed. We were just getting our.
Yeah, we had a lot of things to sort out and trying to catch up and
So the plan is to go from Takasaki up through the center of the country now. So trying to stay in a little bit of altitude so we can keep the temperatures down below 6,000 degrees Celsius. You know, it's been so hot on the coast. So we thought, well, if we come up into the hills, and we're about 800 or 900 meters, I think.
Yeah.
It cooled down a little, not a lot, but it was bearable. So we're going to spend, in a couple of days, we're going to get back onto the road, and we're going to spend at least 4 days sort of wild camping, and then we might 4 or 5 days, and then we might take another break, get the videos edited and get them up, do another live stream if we can. The idea you said about the map, who said that?
Was that John or?
Anyway, I'll try and put some map. We should try and publish where we are so people can follow us, because we come all the way from Osaka, all the way down around the peninsula, which in itself is, several hundred kilometers. And then we've come up, and then we've gone inland a little bit. So we've done, I don't know, 800 kilometers or so, maybe more. And about 5 days of driving, 5 or 6.
So Ben says, are you going to do a hotel room review walkthrough before you leave the hotel?
This one I am, yeah. I'm going to film this, Ben, and explain why we picked this sort of place, because I think it'll be quite interesting. I'll make that a little standalone video. It might be a shorter one. I'll just put it up. But definitely. And if we get any more that I'm interested, I might share those again.
And he says, I forgot just how cold it is in the UK. Even during the summer, I'm in the on-site restaurant with the jumper on. It's been very cold. I'm not used to this 15 to 18.
Oh, that's not good. But I tell you what, I'd give 15 to 18 now.
Yeah.
It'd be so much easier to do this tour in cooler weather where you can just put some clothes on. It's so difficult to keep cool.
Yeah.
The Japanese, I think, generally people are struggling with this heat.
The shopping malls are quite busy.
The shopping malls are very
We spent an hour or two in one, didn't we?
Yeah. There's some nice armchairs, weren't there? A lot of and the bathrooms, like I said earlier, they're like hotel bathrooms. So even though they're public bathrooms, they are so, I mean, to say you could eat your meal off the floor or eat your food off the floor is almost gross in one way, but it's almost true. It's, very clean.
Ruby Slipper says, hi, strangers.
Good day, Ruby. How are you?
Dane Vince said, there's one musical road highway near Tagasaki. The road sings. Ooh, I might have to have a look, see if we can find it.
Well, we'll see if we're going. We're trying to get all the way. Well, look, it's expensive enough renting the car. The car's expensive. So and then all the other bits and pieces. So why I'm saying that, sorry, is I don't like the highways in any country. I hate the peages. I don't like, they're so dull. There's nothing to see when you get on these paid highway roads. And we've noted this as we're driving up, haven't we, Michelle?
Yes.
We kind of said, we wouldn't have seen this if we'd been on the highway. We wouldn't have seen this if we'd been on the highway. So we're trying to do the whole of Japan without going on any paid roads. 2 reasons for that. One is it's always the best way to travel, but secondly, they're very expensive. I mean, I think I calculated that there's an app you can calculate from north to south. I think it's about $400 worth of toll roads just to go from the north to the south. And I thought, well, that's just $400 to sit on usually quite a barricaded, awful road that's got no particular great. I mean, the scenery can be okay, but when you're going through the towns, you're always going to see cool things.
Yeah, you suddenly say, oh, let's go there. Or,
yeah.
So Ben says he'll swap temperatures.
Somebody, when I was talking about getting a car, a Japanese person I met said, "Oh, you can't get around the country not on the toll roads." And I think there's an attitude that because they don't travel quite often between cities, that they just jump on the toll roads and do it, because they don't want to see what's in between. But you can 100%. So far, we've been able to come all this way without going on one toll road, and I haven't felt that we're going any slower or missing anything.
No, we're seeing lots more.
Actually, we were sat somewhere the other day, and where we were cooking by that little shrine where I was cooking the food, and there was a road above us. And I said, "Gosh, those people up there are seeing nothing."
No.
You know, they were like on one of these sort of flyover roads.
So I missed the question of John's. He said, "Has the hotel got a washing machine?"
No. They don't generally have them in these hotels.
No.
If you want a washing machine, you generally will get them in most of the hotels, in the smaller hotels. The tiny rooms where you can touch the walls often have washing machines. They have everything.
Yeah, they do.
But the Love hotels, people aren't coming here to do their washing.
To do their washing.
No, not coming here for washing.
But so Ben says, how much is the car rental?
It's expensive, Ben. For me, I find it hard. I don't like spending money at the best of times. That's the.
He wants to compare the prices to far north Queensland.
60 days is about $3,000. I think is approximately. I don't even like thinking about it, Ben, because on top of that, you got your insurance, which is on top of that, and then obviously it'll cost. You know, we're putting sort of $50 worth of petrol in every sort of other day or so. So it's expensive, but we're paying for the experience. This is we could do Thailand, Vietnam, and China for that much money. We could probably spend all in, you know, in just 2 or 3 months. So it's a lot more expensive. But not compare. I mean, Australia would be a lot more expensive, I would think, for renting a vehicle. Although I never.
He said, I think I paid 3,000 Australian in far north Queensland for 2 months.
So similar, and that is, and Australia is expensive. I mean, you can buy a car for $3,000. You know, if you really want, you can buy a vehicle. And people say, no, you can't. You can. 100%. You can buy vehicles for $3,000. You can drive that thing then and sell it.
We do all the time.
We've done it. Yeah. We've done it, and drive it and sell it 6 months later for $2,200, $2,300 and get almost all your money back.
I mean, we could do that here, but you can't buy a car.
Yeah, the regulations here are crazy. And we wanted to buy a little Japanese car. That's what we wanted to do. But you have to prove you have a parking space. There's actually a parking czar that comes out and checks that you have a parking
before you can purchase
a car.
We sat down with a guy in a garage.
Yeah, he said no.
Showroom. No. We said anyway, and he said no.
So that money that I've put into renting a vehicle could have gone a good way, because cars in Japan are very inexpensive. You can buy
and generally low mileage compared to Australia.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy the brand new version of what we're driving for 20,000 Australian dollars off, straight from the garage forecourt. Which, so, that's a good chunk.
Definitely would have done that if we could.
Yeah, and if you bought one at like a year old, you probably get something for around 15,000, which and sell it for. It would be easy to do, but Japan is really tricky. The regulations here are really tricky for all sorts of things. I decided at the moment I've sort of put on hold getting a SIM card, because I just, my head can't get around the idea of paying $180 for a SIM card. So, and I know, and I said to Michelle, if we feel as we're going around, it really is impacting our ability to create content, then we will get one. But at the moment, it hasn't. I don't think there's been any real use for a SIM card. We can upload from almost anywhere, and we can do lives when we stop, and that'll be fine.
So Ruby says, have you guys ever been to Japan before?
Yes, we had a little series before, Ruby. Also, we get less views now on the channel since we've been doing traveling and not doing the cooking, so you may have missed it, but we did a series where we were here during the sakura time, the springtime, and it's a good series. Actually, you could put a little link up, Michelle.
Yes.
It's worth watching because there's some really nice stuff in Fukuoka. If you get a chance, Ruby, visit and watch the previous Japan series. So yes, Fukuoka, Osaka, Kyoto. We've never been to Tokyo, and we may not go again.
No,
We've got a few friends in Tokyo, and I'm not a big city person. I'm not a big fan. Is there a question there, Michelle? Just before?
Possibly. I'm just.
I know you're looking for that playlist while I sit here. Relax.
You can read. So Ben says the prices of cars are expensive in Barbados.
Yeah, I remember you saying before, Ben, about that.
Yeah. And then he answered the question, yes, I went to Japan during Sakura, and Ruby says, I'll be checking on it.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can just find it
If
quickly.
Michelle can find a playlist from the last Japanese tour.
Otherwise, I'll put it down in the description if I can't find it.
Yeah. So don't worry, you can do it.
Yep.
Do it after. What else?
What else?
It's beautiful out there now. The blue sky, clouds moving over. So,
yeah. Is it getting its?
Let's see.
6:20.
Hey Google, what's the weather like?
Currently in Takasaki, it's 29 degrees and cloudy. The
29.
forecast tonight is 27 degrees and clear.
See, Takasaki today is 29 degrees, much cooler up here in the hills. And yet we're sleeping in a hotel. So that was good. Actually, the night before we arrived in the hotel, we had a decent night's sleep because we were up high enough for the temperature to drop.
It was, yes.
Yeah. What you put in there?
So I've put the Japanese playlist in there. That's the old series. And then there's the new series, which is going to be added to.
Yes, which has only got one episode at the moment.
It has.
Please go back and watch it. Watch it twice, watch it 3 times, share it with your friend. Let's see if we can get this series rolling. The more people we can watch, the more suggestions we'll get, the more interactions we can have. The regulars, most of you are still coming in to watch the videos, but there's a whole group of people that say to me constantly, I never see your videos come on my feed.
Yeah.
It's just
Can't
the way.
We can't do anything about that.
I don't think we can do much about it.
So Benjamin said another hot August night. And Ben says, I want hot weather. Well, you just have to put a jumper on.
There's a balance though,
There is.
Ben, there's a balance. Yeah.
I mean, we like hot weather, but at night you need to have it a little bit cooler or have some sort of airflow because you cannot sleep.
If you are sleeping outside and it's 38 degrees and humid, it's like humidity.
Reminds me of Taiwan in the tent.
Yeah. The first night, everything we do, it seems the wrong time of year, doesn't it?
It does.
The whole of last year cycling around Europe in the rain.
In the height of summer, we went in the summer, in the best time of year.
And we believed that Japan was going to be a little cooler, but I think this is the hottest.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be warm, but it's the hottest
since records, the hottest summer since records began in the 1800s. Mm. So, yeah, if you turn the news on, that's all. It's just everybody sort of like passing out on the pavements and thermometers sort of bursting out the mercury on the top. That's all they're talking about.
So Dame Vince says you should try the public bath onsen.
We are going to try onsens. Yes, we will look out for an onsen. We were desperate for one. I mean, you don't get washed that easily when you're traveling, so you do get a bit pongy, but you can freshen up because the bathrooms are so cool and clean. So we were looking for an onsen the other day, but there wasn't one near to us.
No, because we are quite rural at times, aren't we? When we've got the opportunity, we want to stop. There aren't any.
Definitely onsens feature in the future. I can't imagine that we won't do 1 or 2 or 3 onsens over the next. What have we got? About 50 days left of touring.
Yeah.
Will we get into Hokkaido? I'd like to. I think it's about $800 to take the car across. So that's another sort of. So we need to know that we can get over there. I would love to be able to drive down to Fukuoka. I'm not convinced. Are we running out of battery, Michelle?
There you go.
I'm not. Yeah, you're almost like bye.
See ya.
It's a big country, you know. It's not the USA, but it's a big country, and my first ambition was really just to at least do the whole sort of coastal drive on this island but it would be nice if we can get to Hokkaido also and get down to Fukuoka and Beppu, and we'll see.
We'll see.
It'll probably get, the only prohibitive thing would be that we'll be filling up with petrol every sort of couple of days or so, and that can add up. We'll see.
So Benjamin says, have you run into any squat toilets in Japan, or have they all been Roman style?
No, lots of squats. There's a good mixture, but as a rule, it's more common to see a heated seat, musical playing, wash your backside, blow dry your backside.
But if there's numerous stools, then there will always be
some people still, and some of the older places, I don't think they're really building new places with squat toilets. But you see them frequently. But there's almost always, if there is a squat toilet, there is also a magical mystery toilet.
And it's usually got a little picture on the door, so you know which one to go into. But no, they're great. Yeah, very impressed.
So any other questions before we wrap up?
100 minutes we've been on.
100 minutes.
100 minutes.
And the internet's good here.
Yeah.
No, we did die last night, didn't it?
Did.
We just sat here. We said, let's watch a few videos, catch up with some things, and it just went.
Let's just relax, and it went.
Now, I have a techie background also, as well as food and all sorts of other backgrounds. But anyway, one of my backgrounds is techie. Anyway, so I managed to hack into their server, change all the language over to English, and reset the modem from our.
We got internet.
Our room. So we got internet, but I think I might have changed all the passwords. So probably nobody else has got internet now.
You didn't change the password.
I didn't change the password.
So John says that Oro Line Road down the west coast of Hokkaido looks great.
Yeah. And it plays God Save the Queen as you drive down it, apparently.
Ben says, are you staying in Japan for only 2 months?
We'll be here for 3 months, but we've had to have
a little bit to get ourselves organised.
Took us 10 days or so,
to
Ben,
get our pots and pans.
Just to find our feet, and we've got 60 days now of the car,
and then we've got a few days at the end of that.
And then we'll have a few days. So it'll be 2.5 months, 3 months max, and then we are hoping that we might be able to go to South Korea afterwards, to Jeju, but that might not happen. It's a long way away. Yeah.
You know how we'd like to plan.
Yeah, we haven't planned anything.
Tracy says, are you doing any cycling around Japan?
No.
And not in this heat.
No. Nobody's cycling in Japan at the moment.
As we've been driving the hills, I wouldn't get the hills.
Hills, it's a very
it might be on the coast, but it's hilly
country.
Yes.
So, I would like to do a bit of cycling in Japan. Michelle and I always.
We did talk about that, didn't we?
We talked about getting a couple of mama cherries, which are like the little Japanese cool bikes that they all ride over here, very similar to the Dutch bikes, and with a little basket on the front and just cycle around Japan. But in truth, getting from A to B, the hills are people cycle like crazy in Japan. They cycle everywhere, but nobody's cycling town to town.
And to be honest now, even we've seen a lot more electric bikes, haven't we?
Yeah, everybody's on electric. Almost everybody now, this is going to be a whole generational change. There's going to be everyone in Japan was super slim and cycling, and now everyone's just like that. And I think people are just going to balloon out because they're just not. Although the food's healthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Ben says, just go cycling and go camping in the heat. You'll love it.
Yeah, I know. I said, get a ridiculously small tent. Let's get a tent that's infuriatingly tiny.
But you said that in the first video. You said at least we're not camping or hiking. I mean, cycling or hiking. Yeah. We're in the car.
At least.
I wasn't sure with the tsunami quite what we were doing.
No.
Ben also says, why does the Premier Inn charge for decent Wi-Fi? They charge for Wi-Fi, don't they?
Oh.
Yeah, we could go over that either.
There's something wrong with England. I'm sorry, guys. There's something really. Let's not go down that street. We'll talk this another time. But there's something wrong where they charge you to park on every inch of coastline around the country, and they charge you for Wi-Fi in a hotel. It's just,
Ridiculous.
I'm surprised that there isn't sort of like a meter on the tap, you know, glass of water. Oh,
yes,
keep feeding the
yes,
slop. Like the old, remember the old days? I never had one, but
feed the meter,
50p in the meter. Some people's houses, no, some people's houses used to have a meter, and they'd be watching the telly.
And it goes,
and dee.
Oh, anybody got any 50p's?
I remember some people had that.
Yeah, I know somebody who had that.
Yeah. Anyway,
John says we have water meters. Yes.
Yeah, not a good thing.
No.
Water's a fundamental
Water's free.
right for everybody. Japan, by the way, drinking water pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
You can drink the tap water anywhere.
We've only had to buy bottled water for our camping purposes.
Yes. Now, it's starting. You can see the sun. Oh. Can that focus?
Benjamin says, watching the telly, you better have paid your license fee for that too.
You should never pay a license fee. Even if you watch the BBC, you should never pay a license fee. They should put everybody in prison. License fee. It's like I was saying the other day when we were just on this last video, actually. When you're driving through tunnels that taxpayers paid to build, and then governments think they can start charging you to go through the tunnels. It's like, we gave you the money to build the damn thing, and start charging us. It's charging you for going over bridges that you paid to build. Anyway,
there you go. We're finishing on that note.
No, we're not finishing on that note. We're finishing on this note. A couple of days rest for Michelle and I. We got some editing to do. We're really doing quite well on the editing. You're going to be seeing stuff really up to date. So you can give us advice about the videos, and I can, try to accommodate things a little bit if it's possible. Anything else, Michelle, that I missed?
No. Everyone's whinging about the water.
Yeah.
I'm not doing those comments.
Now, here's a little shameless plug. If I haven't got any patrons, I don't think anymore, but if anyone wants to come over to Patreon or super chat us or help towards want to buy us a coffee or anything to offset the bloody ridiculous cost of traveling around Japan, much appreciated. Not necessary at all, and we never put up a paywall for what we do anyway, and would never do that. I might.
You've thought about it, but we never.
I thought about doing like a members thing on YouTube, because there's sometimes I want to talk about, do lives that I don't want to be seen by everybody, but just people that we kind of know, because sometimes we want to talk about personal things about what's going on, and we don't want to we want to know that it's people who's watching it, and it's not just people sort of laughing at us. Anyway, so.
But yes, just watch the videos, like the videos, comment on the videos, and share the videos. And we would appreciate it.
If enough people went over to Patreon and was supporting us on Patreon or that sort of thing, then we might start doing some content for those platforms. But I think it's unlikely. Anyway, love to you all. Any questions before we go?
No. Tracy says stay safe.
Michelle?
Ooh. What's this one?
Forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. Oh, I can't do it. There's no hearts going. Hang on.
Maybe that doesn't work. There it is.
You do it. I'll do it on the side there. Look. What have you put? Was it one thumb? What's one thumb?
Hearts. Thumbs.
I've forgotten what they all were now.
And what's the other one?
Balloons. How did you get balloons? What was balloons?
Oh, I think it was.
That was that. Yeah.
Oh, confetti.
Confetti. Oh, was it one?
One balloon.
How do we get balloons?
I got balloons coming up from behind.
Yeah, they're coming in front now. So two is confetti. That's a new one. That's a
VE Day sort of thing. Oh, yeah. Anyway.
And Ben says, yes, you need to do the love heart, thumbs up and the fireworks before you go. It's the law.
I forgot all about it, Ben. I just did that. And
this is where they spend 30 minutes figuring out what the Mac does.
Bloody Macs.
We learn something new every time.
No, we don't. We learn the same thing every time and pretend
We've not
it's
had
new.
confetti before. That's a new one.
Maybe. All right, loved you all. Take care. And if you're watching this later on, we'll be monitoring the comments for the next sort of hour or so.
Yeah, thank you, Benjamin. Always great to catch up with everybody.
Always great to catch up.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
I got to do a bit of cooking.
He has. He's got to cook my dinner.
Yeah.
What I'm having tonight.
Don't know what we're having. Take care. Love you all.
Yeah.
Check out the videos. Please watch them. Please share them. Let's try and get some views on these
tomorrow,
things.
I think another one coming tomorrow.
Cool one tomorrow.
Yeah, cool one tomorrow.
And
another one on.
Let us know what you think.
Take care now.
Bye.
Bye.